Have you ever wondered why some people seem so naturally confident? Like they just walk into a room and light it up without trying. They speak, and people listen. They move, and people follow. But here's something you may not realize. None of that confidence is magic. It's not something they were born with. It's something they've practiced. Something they've built piece by piece, decision by decision, thought by thought. And you can build it too. Confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about trusting yourself. It's the quiet belief that even if things don't go perfectly, you'll figure it out. That belief is what gives people the courage to take risks, to speak up, to fail and keep going. But so many of us never get to that point because we let fear and doubt decide who we are before we even try. Maybe you felt it before. That hesitation before you speak your mind. The voice in your head that whispers, "What if you fail?" Or, "Who do you think you are?" The tight feeling in your chest when you want to take a leap, but your feet stay frozen in place. These aren't signs that you're not cut out for confidence. They're signs that you're human. But the problem begins when you start believing those thoughts more than you believe in yourself. The first thing you have to understand is that your brain is always listening. Every time you say to yourself, "I can't," "I'm not good enough," or "I always mess things up," your brain takes that as truth and starts looking for evidence to support it. It's like you're programming yourself to fail before you've even begun. But the reverse is also true. When you speak kindly to yourself, when you say things like, "I'm learning," "I'm getting stronger," or "I've got this," your brain begins to look for that evidence too. This is the science of confidence. This is neuroplasticity in action. Confidence is not something you wait for. It's something you build through action, brick by brick, choice by choice. It's forged in the moments when you decide to show up even though your hands are shaking, even though your mind is spinning with doubts. That's the truth most people overlook. They believe confidence is a feeling that magically appears, like a sudden burst of courage. But it doesn't work that way. Confidence grows in the doing. It's built when you act despite the fear, not in the absence of it. And you don't have to wait to feel brave before you move. In fact, if you do, you'll be waiting forever. You do the scary thing first, and then the confidence comes, sometimes slowly, sometimes all at once. But it does come. That's how you learn that fear isn't fatal, that awkward moments don't last, that even when you fall on your face, the world keeps turning, and so do you. You survive, and not just that. You grow. You become more than you were the moment before. Think back on your life. How many times did you hold yourself back because of fear? How many doors did you leave unopened? The job you never applied for because you thought you weren't ready. The person you never spoke to because you feared rejection. The creative idea you buried because you weren't sure it was good enough. Now ask yourself honestly, what would have happened if you just tried? Maybe you would have failed. Maybe it wouldn't have gone perfectly. But maybe, just maybe, it could have changed everything. That what if is where confidence begins. Not in certainty, but in possibility. You don't need to take huge leaps to be courageous. You just need to take a step. Start small. Say yes to little things that make your palms sweat. Raise your hand in that meeting. Tell someone how you really feel. Try something new even if you're terrible at it. Introduce yourself. Speak your mind. Each of these moments is a message to your brain. Look, I can do this. I didn't die. I didn't fall apart. I'm still here. Every time you act, you rewrite your inner story. And yes, fear will still show up. It always does. That's its job. But fear is not a stop sign. It's a signal. It means you're entering territory where growth is possible, where comfort ends and transformation begins. Your nervous system might freak out, your heart might race, your thoughts might spiral. But none of that means you can't handle it. It just means you're alive and stretching beyond what's familiar. So many people believe the lie that confident people are fearless. They aren't. They feel fear and go anyway. They've learned to live alongside it instead of being ruled by it. They've trained themselves to act before their doubts can talk them out of it, to trust the process even when the outcome is uncertain, to welcome discomfort as a teacher. Because confidence, like strength, is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And just like with physical training, the growth doesn't come when you're comfortable. It comes when you're shaking, struggling, sweating, when you push past what you thought was your limit. But building confidence isn't just about what you do. It's also about who you let into your world. Your environment matters. Who are the voices you listen to? Who's sitting at your metaphorical table? If you're surrounded by people who constantly doubt you, criticize your every step, or mock your dreams, you start to shrink without realizing it. Their doubt becomes your doubt. Their fear becomes your fear. But if you spend time with people who encourage you, challenge you, and believe in your potential, your confidence expands. Their energy reminds you of who you are when you forget. That's why community is so important. Confidence might start within you, but it is nurtured by those around you. So choose wisely. Confidence is contagious. Make sure you're catching it from the right people. There's another trap that kills confidence quietly: comparison. In the age of social media, it's far too easy to scroll through filtered lives and feel like you're behind. Everyone else seems more successful, more attractive, more fulfilled. But what you're seeing is not the truth. You're seeing the highlight reel. You're seeing the curated version of their life, the smiles, the milestones, the achievements. What you're not seeing is the pain behind the pictures, the failures, the nights they cried themselves to sleep, the doubts they carry just like you do. Stop comparing your messy middle to someone else's polished surface. Your journey is sacred. It's unfolding in its own perfect timing. You don't need to rush it. You don't need to match anyone's pace. The only person you're in competition with is who you were yesterday. Confidence grows stronger when you take the time to notice how far you've come. One of the most powerful practices you can start today is to track your daily courage. Each night, write down one thing you did that required bravery, no matter how small. Maybe you made a tough phone call. Maybe you asked for what you needed. Maybe you looked in the mirror and decided to speak to yourself with kindness for once. These little victories build evidence. They become a record of your resilience. And in moments of doubt, you can look back and remember, I've done hard things before. I can do them again. Your physical well-being also plays a huge role in your confidence. Your body and mind are connected. When you neglect sleep, eat poorly, or skip movement, it's not just your health that suffers. It's your self-esteem. You feel off. Your brain becomes foggy. Your emotions get harder to manage. And before you know it, you're doubting everything. But when you treat your body with care, something shifts. You stand a little taller. You speak a little clearer. You believe in yourself a little more. Even simple things, drinking enough water, going for a walk, stretching, breathing deeply, signal to your brain, I care about me. I'm worth the effort. Self-care is not selfish. It's foundational. It's a way of saying, I matter enough to take care of this vessel I live in. Confidence begins with respect, and it starts with how you respect yourself. Another daily practice that can truly change your life is affirmations. Not the empty kind you don't believe, but the ones you say with conviction, over and over, until they sink in. Your subconscious mind believes what it hears the most. So feed it powerful, positive truths. Say, I am enough exactly as I am. I can handle whatever comes my way. I am worthy of love, success, and joy. Speak these things out loud. Write them on sticky notes. Make them the soundtrack of your life. At first, it might feel silly, but over time, your brain starts to believe it. And when your mind changes, your life follows. If confidence ever feels out of reach, I want you to know this. It's not something you have to go find. It's not something only other people get to have. It's already within you. Maybe it's been buried under years of silence, criticism, or shame. But it's there, waiting, ready. stronger than you remember. You were born with courage, with potential, with a light that was never meant to be dimmed. The world may have tried to convince you otherwise, but deep down, you know the truth. The strongest version of you is not found in someone else's footsteps. It's found in the ones you take, one courageous step at a time.